Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hope you're doing well. We're continuing our reading of Hadiths. Okay, let's begin. Let's get her done. We're in chapter 123. What has been related about the dislike for buying, selling, loudly seeking out a lost item, and reciting poetry in the masjid. Let's begin. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. This is very helpful for you to have on in the background as you do your chores or you're on your commute. Let's begin. Bismillah. Amr bin Shuaib narrated from his grandfather Abdullah bin Amr al-As, that Allah's Messenger, peace be upon him, prohibited the recitation of poetry in the masjid and from selling and buying in it, and he prohibited the people from forming circles in it on Friday before Salah. He said, there are narrations on this topic from Buraida, Jabir, and Anas. That's rated Hassan, so poetry. He said there are narrations, Abu Isa said, the hadith of Abdullah bin Amr al-As is a Hassan hadith. Amr bin Shuaib is Ibn Muhammad bin Abdullah bin Amr bin al-As. Muhammad bin Ishmael said, I saw Ahmad and Ishaq, and he mentioned others besides them, using the narrations of Amr bin Shuaib as proof. Muhammad said, Shuaib bin Muhammad heard from his grandfather, Abdullah bin Amr. Abu Isa said, those who criticized the narrations of Amr bin Shuaib only considered him weak because he narrated from a book from his grandfather. So, it is as if they thought he did not heard these narrations from his grandfather. Okay, so it says here about the poetry, boasting, lampooning, or loud melodic recitation of poetry. See Tufa al-Ahwadi. No rapping. Ali bin Abdullah said, it has been mentioned from Yahya bin Sa'id that he said, the hadith of Amr bin Shuaib is very weak to us. There are those among the people of knowledge who dislike selling and buying in the masjid. This is the view of Ahmad and Ishaq. It has been reported that some of the people of knowledge among the Tabi'een permitted selling and buying in the masjid. There are other ahadith related from the Prophet, peace be upon him, permitting the recitation of poetry in the masjid. Okay, so we have a mixture here, right? So maybe it's just the way in which you're doing it. If you're like, I'm gonna recite some poetry, you're like, no. What if you're like, you and your friend are just like, okay, I'm gonna recite something, and the two are just off the cuff freestyling. That can be quite fun, Okay, so let's see the comments here. Tanashid, poetry is to say poetic verses in competition in order to express boastfulness and pride against each other, which is meeting of poets to excel in poetry. So it looks like a rap battle. It is prohibited to excel in poetry on the basis of pride and boastfulness, but it is not prohibited to say poetry for the purpose of admonition. Okay, so admonition, speech, or to glorify Allah and to extol the qualities of the Prophet, peace be upon him. So the content of the poetry. Chapter 124. What has been related about the masjid founded upon taqwa? Abu Sa'id al-Khudri narrated, a man from Banu Qudra and a man from Banu Amr bin Auf were disputing about the masjid that was founded upon taqwa. And taqwa is consciousness, Surah October 9108. The man from the Banu Qudra said, it is the masjid of Allah's Messenger, peace be upon him. The other one said that it was Masjid Quba, so they went to ask Allah's Messenger, peace be upon him, about that. He said, it is this, meaning his masjid, and that the one Masjid Quba there is much good. Sahih. Abu Isa said, this hadith is Hasan Sahih. He said, Abu Bakr narrated to us from Ali bin Abdullah, who said, I asked Yahya bin Sa'id about Muhammad bin Abi Yahya al-Aslami. He said, he is tolerable. His brother Unais bin Abi Yahya, a narrator in the chain of this hadith, is more reliable than he is. Chapter 125. What has been related about the salah performed in the Masjid Quba. Abu al-Abrad, the freed slave of Banu Khatma, narrated that he heard Usayd bin Zuhair al-Ansari, and he was one of the companions of the Prophet, peace be upon him, narrated that the Prophet, peace be upon him, said, the salah in Masjid Quba is like Umrah. Hassan. I wonder where that is. I don't know where that masjid is. Abu Isa said, the hadith of Usayd is a Hasan Garib hadith. We do not know of it except as a narration of Abu Usama from Abdul Hamid bin Jafar. Abu al-Abrad's name is Ziyad, and he is from Al-Madinah. So apparently Quba is something called it's part of the two sacred mosques. Interesting. Chapter 126. What has been related about which of the masajid are more virtuous? Abu Hurairah narrated that Allah's Messenger, peace be upon him, said, Salah in this masjid of mine is better than 1,000 salah in another, except for Masjid al-Haram. Sahih. Abu Isa said in his narration, Qutayba did not mention from Ubaydullah. He only mentioned from Zayd bin Rabah, from Abu Abdullah al-Aghar, from Abu Hurairah. Abu Isa said, this hadith is Hasan Sahih. Abu Abdullah al-Ghar's name is Salman, and it has been reported from Abu Hurairah from more than one route, from the Prophet, peace be upon him. He said, there are narrations on this topic from Ali, Maymuna, Abu Sa'id, Jubair bin Mutim, Abdullah bin al-Zubair, Ibn Umar, and Abu Dar. What's really cool about reading these in order, we really get to see all the names and start to recognize them. Abu Sa'id al-Khudri narrated that Allah's Messenger, peace be upon him, said, a mount is not saddled for a journey except to 3 masajid, al-Masjid al-Haram, this masjid of mine, and Masjid al-Aqsa. Sahih. Abu Isa said, this hadith is Hasan Sahih. Chapter 127. What has been related about walking to the masjid. Abu Hurairah narrated that Allah's Messenger, peace be upon him, said, when the Iqamah is called for Salah, do not come to it rushing, rather come to it walking, and while you have tranquility. What you catch of it, then pray it, and what you missed of it, then complete it. Sahih. There are narrations on this topic from Abu Qatada, Ubay bin Ka'b, Abu Sa'id, Zayd bin Thabit, Jabir, and Anas. Abu Isa said, the people of knowledge differ over walking to the masjid. Some of them held the view that one could hurry when he feared missing the first takbir, so much so that it has been related from some of them that he would walk in a quick pace to the salah. Some of them disliked rushing, and they preferred that one walk slowly in a dignified manner. So, slowly in a dignified manner. Some felt that you could, if you felt you were going to miss the first takbir. This is the saying of Ahmad and Ishaq. They said that one is to act according to the hadith of Abu Hurairah. Ishaq said, if he fears he will miss the first takbir when there is no harm if he walks quickly. So, I guess it really depends on where you are, right? If you go in there elbowing people, like, get out of my way, that's not right. But, so leave earlier in case you run into traffic, or some type of roadblock. But if you were delayed and you need to put a little pep in your step and you're not disturbing your surroundings, it would appear that you can go ahead and do that. Now let's read this commentary here. It is proven from this hadith that when walking for prayer, gentleness, politeness, respect, seriousness, and tranquility should be observed. Okay, so gentleness, polite, respectful, serious, and tranquil should be observed, and a style of walking and speed contrary to respect and tranquility should not be observed. But there is no harm to walk and drive a little faster. That is not contrary to respect and seriousness to join the prayer. Okay, so all about behavior then, right? Manners. Okay. Chapter 128. What has been related about the virtues of sitting in the masjid and waiting for the salah. Abu Hurairah narrated that Allah's Messenger, peace be upon him, said, "One of you does not cease to be in salah as long as he is waiting for it. And the angels do not cease praying for you as long as he remains in the masjid, saying, Allah, forgive him, O Allah, have mercy on him, as long as he does not commit hadath." And hadar is when you fart. A man from Hadramawat said, "And just what is hadath?" Abu Hurairah said, "Breaking wind or passing gas." Sahih. I was just thinking of this hadith when they started going. So, we're starting, when you read these over and over, you start to notice the pattern of where they're going. Okay, so let's write hadath equals gas, wind, fart. Okay. Abu Isa said, the hadith of Abu Hurairah is a Hasan Sahih hadith. Chapter 129. What has been related about Salah on a Humrah. Ibn Abbas narrated, Allah's Messenger, peace be upon him, performed Salah on a Humrah. Sahih. He said, there are narrations on this topic from Habib, Ibn Umar, Sulaim, Aisha, Maymuna, Kulthum bint Abi Salama bin Abdul Asad, and she did not hear from the Prophet, peace be upon him, and Salama. Abu Isa said, the hadith of Ibn Abbas is a Hasan Sahih hadith, and it is the saying of some of the people of knowledge. Ahmad and Ishaq said, Salah on the Humrah is confirmed from the Prophet. Abu Isa said, the Humrah is a small mat. Oh, alright. That's what I was waiting for. Like, what does that word mean? Okay, so I was wondering where the prayer rug thing came from. I was wondering about that. I never asked anybody. You know? Like a mat, you know? I was like, did it just come up for necessity? Or like, where did it come from? Okay, so KHUMRAH equals a mat. Prayer rug. Okay. Chapter 130. What has been related about Salah on the Hasir mat? Wait a minute. Hold on. So a Humrah is also the word Hasir? Oh, I'm gonna write Hasir. I can hear my little one yelling she's seeing a squirrel. Okay. Abu Sa'id narrated, the Prophet, peace be upon him, performed Salah on a Hasir. So mat. There are narrations on this topic from Anas and Al-Mughira bin Shuba. Such a great name. Abu Isa said, the hadith of Abu Sa'id is a Hasan hadith. Most of the people of knowledge act according to this, except that there are those among the people of knowledge who prefer Salah on the earth, considering it recommended. and the grass. Oh! I'm a prayer rat. You're in a field. And the spiders are underneath. Well, there was one time I was praying, and a daddy long leg spider just started going across my mat. I was like, "Troll will return. Squish you. Bye-bye." Abu Sufyan's one of the narrators' name is Talha bin Nafi. Okay, comments. Kumra is a mat made of date palm leaves woven with threads. It is called Kumra because it covers the earth, as is said by Imam Katabi. Cool. I wonder if you can make something like that. Wait a minute. It sounds like almost like the doormats people put in front of their doors. Old fashioned. Chapter 131. What has been related about Salah on Busut? A Busut is plural for Bisat, which is used to describe any type of mat that is spread over the ground, and it may be used as bedding as well. See Tufat al-Ahwadi. Anas bin Malik narrated, Allah's Messenger, peace be upon him, used to mingle with us such that he said to my younger brother, O Abu Umair, what did the Nugair do? And that is, so a Nugair is a type of small bird similar to a sparrow. Oh, how cute. He and I said, a bisat of ours would be sprinkled with water to perform salah on. He said, there are something on this topic from Ibn Abbas. Abu Isa said, the hadith of Anas is a Hasan Sahih hadith. This is acted upon according to most of the people of knowledge among the companions of the Prophet, peace be upon him, and those after them among the Tabi'een. They did not see any harm in salah on the bisat or the tunfusa. So a tunfusa, what is that? It is another word for a type of mat or rug. Okay. Wow, we're learning like so many words here. So, humra, hasir, and tunfusa. This is the saying of Ahmad and Ishaq, and the name of Abu Attayya. One of the narrators is Yazid bin Humayd. Okay, so Tunfusah. So letting us know that we have options. We got them options. Okay. Now it does say here, some Tabi'in stated offering prayer on the carpet is disliked, but according to Imam Abu Hanifa and Shafi'i, it is lawful. The majority of the scholars have the same opinion. Because a lot of homes, they have carpet now. Some have hardwood floors, but on your knees, like when I was pregnant, man, if I had to do salah like on my knees on a hard surface, because I had like my right knee, man, was killing me. That would have been, ouch, like hard concrete floor or something. Muad bin Jabal narrated, the Prophet, peace be upon him, liked to perform salah in al-Hitan, Daif. Okay, so Abu Dawood said, meaning gardens. So date palm groves that are enclosed by a fence or wall. Ooh, pretty. Abu Isa said, the hadith of Muad is a Garib hadith. We do not know of it except as a narration of Al-Hasan bin Abi Jafar, and Al-Hasan bin Abi Jafar was rated weak by Yahya bin Sa'id and others. The name of Abu Azubair, one of the narrators, is Muhammad bin Muslim bin Tadras. The name of Abu Tufail, one of the narrators, is Amir bin Wasila. Okay, Hitan is the plural of Hait, which means wall, and here it means an orchard surrounded by walls or fences. An orchard surrounded by walls is a good place for being alone in seclusion. I I I would like imagine a nice place, like if you were in California, you have like a bunch of tall redwood trees around you. It's so peaceful. Having some type of peaceful area to pray in, it's nice. May Allah help people to have a backyard or an area that they can pray in peacefully. Chapter 133. What has been related about the sutra for the one performing salah. Musa bin Talha narrated from his father Talha that Allah's Messenger, peace be upon him, said, "When one of you places something like the post handle of the camel saddle in front of him, then let him perform salah and not concern himself with who passes beyond that." Sahih. Yeah. So that space, that enough where a sheep can pass through, you're in your world. Don't be worrying about every Tom, Dick, and Harry that goes by. He said there are narrations on this topic from Abu Hurairah, Sahal bin Abi Hathma, Ibn Umar, Sabra bin Mabad, Al-Juhni, Abu Juhayfa, and Aisha. Abu Isa said, the hadith of Talha is a Hasan Sahih hadith, and this is acted upon according to the people of knowledge. They say that the Imam Sutra is the Sutra for whoever is behind him. Okay. Alright. Chapter 134. What has been related about the dislike for passing in front of the person performing salah. Zayd bin Khalid al-Juhni sent a message to Abu Juhaym asking him what he had heard from Allah's Messenger, peace be upon him, about passing in front of a person who was performing salah. Abu Juhaym said that Allah's Messenger, peace be upon him, said, if the one who passed in front of the person performing salah knew what he was doing, then for him to stop and wait for 40 would be better for him than to pass in front of him. Sahih. Alright. Abu an-Nadr, one of the narrators, said, I don't know if he said 40 days, months, or years. Abu Isa, therefore, there are narrations on this topic from Abu Sa'id al-Khudri, Abu Hurairah, Ibn Umar, and Abdullah bin Amr. Abu Isa said, the hadith of Abu Juhaym is a Hasan Sahih hadith. It has been related that the Prophet, peace be upon him, said, it would be better for one of you to stop and wait for 100 years than to pass in front of his brother while he is performing salah. This is acted upon according to the people of knowledge. They dislike passing in front of the person who is performing salah, but they do not think that doing so would sever the man's salah. Abu an-Nadr's name is Salim, the freed slave of Umar bin Ubaidullah al-Madini. So we know what, like, a woman passes in front, that breaks it. So you gotta be careful and be mindful about what you're doing. Always try to go behind. Be respectful. You just want to make sure that you don't help break their focus. Give them some distance. Give them some space. Don't be all up in their grill. Chapter 135. What has been related about the salah is not severed by anything. Ibn Abbas narrated, I was a companion rider on a female donkey with Al-Fadl. We came while the Prophet, peace be upon him, and his companions were performing salah at Mina. He said, we dismounted from it and joined the row. The donkey then passed in front of them, and this did not invalidate their salah. So the donkey can pass in front of them. Donkey, donkey. Abu Isa said, there are narrations on this topic from Aisha, Al-Fadl, bin Abbas, and Ibn Umar. Abu Isa said, the hadith of Ibn Abbas is a Hasan Sahih hadith. It is acted upon according to most of the people of knowledge among the companions of the Prophet, peace be upon him, and those after them among the Tabi'een. They say that the Salah is not severed by anything. This is the saying of Sufyan al-Thawri and al-Shafi'i, except for a woman who passes in front. I remember those hadiths. Okay. Let's see. Alright. Chapter 136. What has been related about Salah is not severed except by a dog, a donkey, and a woman. Oh, but we just saw the one about the donkey, but let's see. Okay, so dog, un perro, donkey, a burro, and a woman, mujer. Okay. Abu Dar said that Allah's Messenger, peace be upon him, said, when a man performs Salah and there is nothing in front of him like the post of a saddle or a camel saddle, then his Salah is severed by passing of a black dog, a woman, and a donkey. Okay, so when he doesn't have a sutra, nothing, when there is nothing in front of him. Okay. Black dog, a woman, and a donkey. It was said to Abu Dar, what is the problem with a black dog rather than a red or white one? He said, O my nephew, I asked Allah's Messenger, peace be upon him, just as you have asked me. He said, the black dog is a shaitan, devil. Sahih. I mean, like, I remember Sheikh Asim al-Hakim mentioning the dog having a little bit of brown on the eyebrows, like the Rottweiler or the Corgi, you know, but an all-black Labrador dog, they're all like super friendly. I don't know, but the only scary-looking dogs are like an all-black Cane Corso or an all-black Pit Bull. Yeah. But I guess, right? He said there are narrations on this topic from Abu Sa'id, Al-Hakam bin Umar, Al-Ghifari, Abu Huraira, and Anas. Abu Isa said, the hadith of Abu Dar is a Hasan Sahih hadith. Some of the people of knowledge hold a view that the Salah is severed by the donkey, the woman, and the black dog. Ahmad said, the one that there is no doubt in is that the passing of the black dog severs the Salah, and to me there is a problem with the donkey and the woman. Ishaq said, nothing severs the Salah except the black dog. Okay, so diverting, you don't want something to divert your attention away, you want something to disrupt you. Once you lose your focus, well then, you know, you're completely disturbed and off track. So I get it. I guess a dog would walk by you and, like, you know, bother you. Oh, because the wet nose, right? Doesn't the wet nose of the dog disturb the prayer and whatnot? And so, yeah, I could see that violates your wudu, right? Okay, chapter 137. What has been reported about performing Salah in one garment? Umar bin Abi Salama narrated that he saw Allah's Messenger, peace be upon him, perform Salah in the house of Salama, wrapped in one garment. Sahih. He said, there are narrations on this topic from Abu Huraira, Jabir Salama bin al-Aqwa, Anas Amr bin Abi Asid, Abu Sa'id Haysan. Oh, someone's having a total tantrum. They're with their dad and sister in the living room. Must be having a party, not. Forgive me, fam. But toddlers, they have their own voice. Hani, Ammar bin Yasir, Talq bin Ali, and Ubadah bin Asami al-Ansari. Abu Isa said, the hadith of Umar bin Abi Salama is a Hasan Sahih hadith. This is acted upon according to most of the people of knowledge among the companions of the Prophet, peace be upon him. and those after them among the Tabi'een and others. They say that there is no harm in performing salah in one garment. So, one garment. Some of the people of knowledge have said that a man should perform salah in two garments. Okay. Chapter 138. What has been related about the beginning of the Qibla. No, my tea is gone. It just like made me choke. Al-Bara bin Azib narrated, when Allah's Messenger, peace be upon him, arrived in Al-Madinah, he faced Bayt al-Maqdis in Salah for 16 or 17 months. Allah's Messenger, peace be upon him, longed to face the direction of the Kaaba. So Allah Most High revealed, verily we have seen the turning of your face towards the heaven. Surely we shall turn you to the Qibla that shall please you. So turn your face in the direction of Al-Masjid Al-Haram. So he faced the Kaaba, and he liked that. A man performed the Asr prayer with him, then passed by some of the Ansar who were bowing in Salah for Asr while facing Bayt al-Maqdis. He told them that he had performed Salah with Allah's Messenger, and that he had faced the direction of the Kaaba. So they changed their direction while they were bowing. He said, there are narrations on this topic from Ibn Umar, Ibn Abbas, Umar bin Aus, Amr bin Auf, Al-Muzani, and Anas. Sahih. Abu Isa said, the hadith of Al-Bara is a Hasan Sahih hadith. It has also been narrated by Sufyan al-Thawri from Abu Ishaq. Okay. MashaAllah, tabarakallah. We will pause there, fam. We are conquering it. We're doing great. Yes. Educational as always. I hope you learned something. I know I did. If you'd like to support my work, you can do so by going to my blog, which is www.subscribestar.com/MilhanArchive. Hope to see you there.